A dusty, trail-worn cowboy on a sorry-looking roan come riding in on Market Street, plumb weary to the bone. Beneath his duster, they could see the outline of his gun, and he had that look about him of an outlaw on the run. His hat was pulled down over his eyes, and they couldn't see his face till he stepped down at the hitching rail in front of Clancy's place. "Well, I'll be damned, that's Whiskey Flint," a nearby puncher said. "He rode with old Bob Jackson, but I thought that he was dead. I read it in the paper was at least a year ago. Said the Pinkertons had run him down up north in Idaho. A posse had him cornered, but the gang put up a fight, and the way the paper said, it was a bloody, gory sight. The Pinkertons had one man killed, another shot up bad. The posse lost 3 men, and that was half the men they had. But they killed most of Jackson's men. Bob took one in the knee. Then they took him and 2 more men and strung him from a tree. The paper said that Flint was one they buried in that place. Said he died when a shotgun blast took off most all his face. But boys, I swear that's Whiskey Flint. I used to know him well. We both worked at the Bar S before the beef price went to hell. Believe I'll go say howdy. Offer Flint a double shot. That whiskey limbers up his tongue, and I reckon like as not he'll remember we was friendly, and he just might tell the tale how he dodged that old Grim Reaper when they sent Bob's gang to hell. So he walked right into Clancy's, grabbed a bottle at the bar, went to the corner table and sat down with his old pard. Said, "Hey, old buddy, how you been? Ain't seen you in a while." Flint slowly raised his lowered head, and then he forced a smile. "I reckon it has been a spell. I won't be here long. Let's have a drink and talk some, then I best be moving on. I expect you heard I cashed in when they run Bob Jackson down, but when they caught them boys, I wasn't anywhere around. I know I done some bad things. I ain't proud of what I done. But I never stole from women, and I never used my gun. I fell in with them boys when finding work was just too tough, but when they started shooting folks, I said I'd had enough. Well, Bob went kind of crazy, and he said if I was through, they'd just feed me to the buzzards. That's what they tried to do. I ain't sure how long I laid there after Bob had rung my bell, but when I come to, I felt like I had died and gone to hell. The desert sun was blazing in that wash where they throwed me. My head was split, my eyes swole up till I could hardly see. Them dirty skunks took everything, my horse, my gun, my tack. And then and there I swore by thunder that I'd get 'em back. My pa, he built that saddle, burned my name there in the tree. That's why them law dogs figured that the man they killed was me." Flint downed another double shot and then continued on. By the time I made it back to town, the gang had up and gone. I knew they planned on heading north, so as soon as I was able, I rented me a used-up bay from the local livery stable. Well, that was 18 months ago. But before I run them down, them Pinkertons got to them and laid them in the ground. I sort of asked around some about the horse and gun and saddle, and was told some Pinkerton kept them. It was a trophy from the battle. Don't care much about that horse and gun, but I want my saddle back. I swear, if I'd caught up with Bob, I'd have killed him, and that's a fact. But I guess that don't matter now. Old Bob has paid his due, and like as not, I reckon I'll pay mine before I'm through. I'm hunting me a Pinkerton, one that's got my cack, and if it comes down to it, I'll just steal my saddle back." Flint poured himself another drink and sadly shook his head. "This trail I'm riding's been so rough, I almost wish I was dead. I should have stuck to honest work. This life has brought me shame. Can't go where folks might know me. I can't even use my name. But hey, it's good to see you, friend. I might come back someday. But right now, I need a fresh mount. Then I best be on my way." He stood and shook the puncher's hand and headed for the door. And what became of Whiskey Flint? Nobody knows for sure. Did he ever find his saddle? Did he die an outlaw's death? Did he curse Bob Jackson and his gang with his final dying breath? Flint disappeared from history after he left Clancy's place, and he left behind his given name, the name that he'd disgraced. But somewhere there's a saddle, and if you looked, you'd see the faded name of Flint McLean, dated 1873.